If you spend any amount of time reading EV comment sections, you've almost certainly seen people saying that sodium-ion batteries just aren't good enough for cars. I see it under my own videos as well. You'll read comments like, "They're fine for grid storage, but not for vehicles. The energy density isn't high enough. The voltage curve is too wide. Sodium batteries are okay for stationary use, but not for EVs." And for a long time, that wasn't an unreasonable thing to say. Early sodium-ion chemistries genuinely lagged behind lithium-based batteries in several important areas. That was true. But what has changed, and I literally mean within the last 3 to 4 years, is that CATL, the world's largest battery manufacturer, has launched its next-generation sodium-ion battery platform, commonly referred to as Naxtra. And importantly, this isn't a lab prototype. It isn't a future concept. It's being positioned for real vehicles. That single fact forces us to re-examine a lot of assumptions that people continue repeating as if nothing has changed. Because the reality is, things have changed. So in this video, I want to go through the most common reasons people say sodium-ion batteries are not suitable for cars, and explain why those arguments no longer hold up in the way many people think they do. I'll also cover what hasn't changed and where sodium-ion still has clear limitations. Hello everyone, my name is Alexander. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm genuinely grateful for the recent support, new subscribers, channel members, and everyone who's supported the channel through YouTube, Patreon, or by buying me a coffee. It really does mean more than you probably realize. 1. The voltage curve argument. One of the first objections people raise sounds very technical, and because of that, it often shuts conversations down quickly. This is what's usually referred to as the voltage curve problem. Sodium-ion cells operate at a different nominal voltage compared to common lithium chemistries like LFP. Their discharge curve also looks quite different on a graph. And there is a kernel of truth here. If you design an EV platform around a very specific voltage window, sodium-ion cells may require a different pack configuration, more cells in series, and some re-optimization of power electronics. That part is real. It's not nonsense. But here's the important distinction. This is a design challenge, not a fundamental barrier. Modern EVs already deal with variable pack voltage all the time. Battery voltage shifts with state of charge temperature load, and modern inverters and power electronics are designed specifically to handle this variability. Manufacturers don't care about hitting a single fixed voltage number. They care about operating reliably within a defined range. So the more accurate version of this argument isn't sodium-ion can't work in cars, it's sodium-ion may require different design choices. And the fact that CATL is pushing this chemistry into mass production for vehicles strongly suggests that this challenge has already been solved to a commercially acceptable level. 2. Energy density, the most repeated objection. The second major objection is energy density. This usually gets oversimplified into one idea. Lower energy density means it's not suitable for cars. Historically, sodium-ion absolutely did lag behind lithium-based batteries here, especially compared to modern LFP cells. But that gap has narrowed dramatically. More importantly, lower energy density does not automatically mean not usable. That's not how real-world vehicle design works. Ultra-high energy density matters most for very long-range vehicles, high-performance EVs, applications where every kilogram matters. but many vehicles simply don't operate under those constraints. City cars, second cars, fleet vehicles, delivery vans, taxis, these use cases prioritize predictable behavior durability, cost stability, safety margins. CATL's latest sodium-ion cells are now reaching energy density levels that are comparable to current LFP batteries in certain configurations. That doesn't mean sodium-ion replaces lithium everywhere, but it does mean it's now good enough for a large number of mass-market applications that actually matter. 3. Cold weather performance, a real advantage. If you live anywhere with cold winters, Norway, Sweden, Finland, the UK, this point matters a lot. One of sodium-ion's genuine strengths is low-temperature performance. Sodium-ion chemistry tends to exhibit lower internal resistance at low temperatures, better charge acceptance in the cold, more stable winter performance. That translates into less range loss on cold mornings, more predictable charging, fewer frustrating winter quirks. This isn't theoretical. It's one of the reasons sodium-ion keeps returning to serious automotive discussions, particularly in Northern Europe. 4. Safety and maturity. It's true that lithium-ion has a massive head start. Its failure modes are well understood, and it's been deployed at enormous scale. But sodium-ion also has intrinsic safety advantages: greater chemical stability, lower risk of aggressive thermal runaway, potentially easier fire management compared to some lithium chemistries. That doesn't mean sodium-ion is immune to failure. No battery chemistry is. But safety is a major reason industry players continue investing in it. If sodium-ion were inherently unsafe, CATL simply would not be positioning it for passenger vehicles. 5. Only for grid storage, the core myth. This is perhaps the most persistent misconception. Yes, grid storage doesn't care much about weight, but many vehicles don't either, at least not in the way performance cars do. A delivery van running predictable city routes, a taxi fleet prioritizing reliability and cycle life, a commuter car that just needs to work every winter morning. These are all automotive use cases where sodium-ion can make real sense. The real divide isn't grid storage versus cars, it's high-performance optimization versus cost-optimized, durability-focused mobility, and sodium-ion fits extremely well into that second category. Final thought: sodium-ion batteries are not bad for cars, they're bad for the wrong kind of car. As EVs move into the mass market, priorities change: affordability, stability, safety, real-world usability. CATL backing sodium-ion through platforms like Naxtra isn't about hype or headline numbers, it's about responding to real demand for different trade-offs in different vehicles. If you enjoyed this breakdown, let me know what you think. Do you see sodium-ion becoming common in small EVs and fleets? Or do you think lithium-ion will dominate everything for the next decade? And what's the minimum range you would accept when buying a car? Let me know in the comments. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.